What's up, taters? Listen, I got back from the gym not too long ago. Had to warm up my din, and I was like, you know what? I just don't feel like being on camera today. And this happens. This happens. But because I had a very unique day today, it just reminded me of the roles of a traditional woman. And I thought about it and I said, you know what? This is, I don't see most women doing this. And that's okay. Like I said, this channel was not geared to get a huge audience, saying, because it's a niche. It's a niche for women who are looking for traditional relationships, who are in traditional relationships, and who are married. So there's that. And today was a very busy day. I am normally in the chat when I have my premiere videos up, but I couldn't do that today because from the time I woke up until the time I, launched the stream, I have been like boom, 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 constantly going, constantly going, constantly going. And the reason I thought about this is because it's like, okay, there's some things in my life that are very important. And I constantly tell you ladies, it's not hard to please men. God, I don't know. I mean, I know you guys even heard that from BJ on Wednesday night. He said it himself. A lot of men will say it too. But it really isn't hard to deal with men. It is not hard to please them. And it's not hard to keep them provided that, you got a decent person. I mean, if you get trash, you're gonna, don't be surprised when rats take it away, you know what I'm saying? But one of the things that I constantly have a problem with some of my ladies is that the cooking thing. It's just that you all either don't know how to cook or you don't want to cook. Hashtag not all. But I'm telling you, that is one of the secret recipes. Y'all always want to know how. Everybody trying to figure out, like, how did Arnold Schwarzenegger get with his maid? He'd had all them, I think, a 16-year affair with his maid, with the maid. I mean, and we saw how she looked. But look at what she was doing versus what his wife was not doing. She was cooking, and she Hispanic too. She was fixing up them good old Hispanic meals. So she was keeping. And by the way, bodybuilders love to eat. I dated one. I said I'll never date again. I dated one bodybuilder. I said, "Ooh, can't do this again. No, no, done." They need to eat. Okay? They need to eat. So she was feeding him. So the thing about it is that she was feeding him, she was cleaning, and I guess you could say she was the nurturer into someone who's so alpha like Arnold. So here you have an alpha woman like myself who runs her own business, but she got to keep her man fed, right? And like I said, if you understand time management, like, nobody can sit up here and say they don't have any time. I am juggling so many things and overseeing so many things in it. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how extremely busy I am. And I am able to cook meals. Now, Am I over the stove? No. Okay. Breakfast is on its own. All right. But lunch and dinner, I got that. Now, lunch is super easy because right before I go to the gym, okay, this was my routine today. Now everything is different. Okay, every day is a different day, but this is what it was today. I woke up, I looked at my videos to see if the videos that I put up a couple of days ago and asked for a review to see if they've been monetized. And one of them was monetized yesterday, and the other one was monetized this morning. So I went on and did that. So that's my business. That's my job. You know, saying I'm doing things in my YouTube channel, on my political channel. So I'm doing that. I'm also getting some links ready. So I'm doing a lot of administration stuff for my business. Okay, now it's time to take a shower, pack my gym bag. Okay, and then once I got everything down, my gym bag packed, I go into my kitchen and I start cooking lunch. All right. Lunch. Now he eats meat. Of course, I'm vegan, so it's no big deal. So, make his dinner. Make his lunch. All right. And also make mine, because I'm going to eat mine before I head over to the gym. Okay. Then once that's done, also prepare the dinner. Okay, which is I can't even tell you, it's so easy to prepare that, right? All right, and then put it in a Tupperware, and then you go right to his house. Okay, got a key, go in there, and of course there's clothes on the floor. Pick the clothes up. Now some of y'all will be like, he put them down there. No. Men can be a little messy. So you pick up the clothes, you put it in the corner, because you're going to have to put them in, go into the utility room to put them in the hamper, and you'll wash them on the weekends, either Saturday or Sunday. So then the lunch is automatically prepared, and it's automatic. It's already. I take his dish and put the lunch on the table. So when he comes home for lunch, it's there. Now I already ate, so I'm not going to stay there long. I'll just stay there for at the dinner table. Is it called a dinner table? I guess it's called just a eating table in a dining room, and just sit and talk, And then, once he's finished, when his drink, if his cup needs to be refilled, you have to be very observant. And I think for somebody who's been served a lot throughout the majority of my life, there are things that you pay attention to. So it's like you're a waiter. If you ever been a waitress or you're a waiter, you see, okay, the cup is half empty, or it's about 1/3 full. You go and you refresh it. Okay. And if you see he needs any napkins or any more napkins or anything, you go ahead and get that. And then you ask anything else you need, you're just basically there, as a servant, as a service. And I know that's a little triggering word, but that's what that is. Okay. Because if you understand the type of man you get in your life, it's a two-way street. You get a man in your life who's going to make life easier for you, and then you do the same for him. Now, that's not something that a lot of men are not capable of doing. And and serving and basically being of service to a man, to your man, is something that a lot of women can do. Okay. Especially if you don't know how to cook, I highly suggest you start cooking for yourself. And especially during these times when you should be saving your money because of what type of climate we're in right now. You would be saving your money by cooking for yourself. And me, I always cook for myself. Always have. And actually, let me stop. Once I left the police force, I've always had, because I became I became a vegan when I was on the police force. So then that's when I had to start cooking for myself, because there's no place for someone like me to eat. So I had to cook for myself. And once you start cooking for yourself, cooking for other people, it's not a big deal. But if it's a chore to cook for yourself, then it's going to be a chore to cook for your king, your man, your husband. Okay? It's going to be a big, big chore. But if it's something that you have been accustomed to doing for yourself, then it's not going to be a big deal to do it for him. Now, the thing about it is that I get lunch and dinner out of the way. Lunch is prepared immediately. Then dinner is in the oven and wrapped in aluminum foil underneath a nice plate, an actual plate, not a paper plate. Please don't give your man food on no paper plate. Please use a real plate. Please use real utensils. Okay? Use his stuff. It's at his house unless you're at your house. And oh my God, if he's at your house, please don't have no paper plates. Okay? Show some class. I know we're not aiming to be, what is that? High value. This is laughable. I just laugh all the time when people talk about high value. The people who are talking about high value are not high value. They're not high value men, and they're not high value women, because they don't know what that entails. They don't understand the extra work that comes with that. So I already told you all, high value woman. Okay. First of all, high value men are not on YouTube talking about their high value. But same thing with high value woman too now. Okay. Except the only one I know who's high value is my girl, Anna. She's the only one. She's the only one. Okay. She walked that walk. She talked that talk. Okay. That's the only one. But you have to look makeup, nice outfit, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, a dress of some sort. Okay. Everything has to be looking good from head to toe. Every time you greet your man. So I ain't doing that. Okay. I'm not putting on a face full of makeup to go to the gym. I got look, at the table where he was eating, I was sitting there keeping him company until it was time for me to go. I sat there with my yoga pants and my tank top and my Second Amendment rifle hat on my head, hair in a ponytail, no makeup on whatsoever. I was like, I'm going to get my workout on. So then you have a conversation, and then I just remembered I put all his clothes in the corner. I mean, not a corner, in a pile. And then before I leave, I just, excuse myself from the table. And then I pick up his clothes and I go into the utility room, and then I put them in a hamper. And then but I separate them, colors in this hamper, whites in this hamper. And then I'll deal with, washing those probably on Sunday, because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. We have me and BJ have an interview with Sticks tomorrow, and then I have to edit that. So that's going to take some time. And then when I finish, I'm just going to go spend the rest of the night with him, and that's that. So that's that. And then on Sunday when I wake up, then I'll do the chores and everything, and then come back here to prepare for my live stream. So those are the things. And I don't know if anybody, especially any ladies, think that that's a lot, but it really isn't if you're used to doing it. So I went and I got my workout on, and I'm really loving the 8 o'clock schedule of a lot of things. Like yesterday, I had my mentor, so I had to do it at 6 o'clock. That's why we had a light crowd yesterday on my political channel. But I love 8 o'clock because I get to spend a lot of time at my gym. My gym is my sanctuary. My gym is where think I think a lot of great ideas. I think I'm at my best. And I'm not one of these people who can go into a gym and be there for just an hour. I hate that. I'm in there minimum 3 hours. Like I said, 3 hours to 4 hours. And I tell you, a lot of people don't understand how that's possible. But I go in there and I do my I work out two body parts. So today I was working out arms, biceps and triceps for 45 minutes. And then I worked out on my abs and lower back for 45 minutes. And then you do cardio. I do cardio for an hour. And then I go into the sauna and the steam room. And I'm just soaking it up. And I'm just having a ball. So yeah, and then when I come out, I feel so new. I feel so great. I feel so wonderful. And then I come home, okay, and then I warm my dinner up. The same, well, not the same dinner, but the same way he's going to warm his dinner up that I prepared, I'm warming mine up that I prepared as I answer emails, as I make purchases, as I basically check in with some email, and I check in with some members. And also, as you notice, I uploaded the content for today a little late. So I do all of that. And then I'm like, huh. And then, like, here's the deal. I said, do I want to be on camera today? The answer was no. I'm tired. It's bad enough I got to be on camera tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, for our interview with Sticks. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, wait, you guys are asking me questions? Hold on. Oh, no, I'm not even paying attention. Hold on. Dark Star said clothes segregation is racist. Tree, do you have gym rest days? Yeah, I can't go to the gym every day, even if I wanted to. I can't go to the gym on Mondays. I can't go to the gym on Thursdays. So those are 2 days I can't go to the gym because of my schedule. So, and then on last Wednesday, I didn't go to the gym. No, did I go? Wait a minute. What day? It was some day last week. This week I didn't go to the gym. I was very angry about it. It was Wednesday. Or was it two? I can't remember. No, it was Wednesday. I didn't go to the gym Wednesday because that was our first that was BJ and I first podcast, and I had to make sure everything was in order, and I had to, he was a little nervous, and so I had to make sure walk him through everything, and be there and just make sure that we're on schedule, that we're on time, that everything is positioned. So that's a lot of work. And so, I had to make sure I did do all that. So I didn't go. And I hate when I can't go to, I really, 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 really hate. I can't go to the gym. That makes me angry. So there's that. Officially started incorporating ab workouts on my rest day in addition to doing my mobility work. Why on your rest day? Aaron? Your rest day is just that, your rest day. Sweetie, you don't know what a rest day is. Oh my God. Oh Lord. My dad used to be in the Navy. He would fold all his dirty clothes in a stack in a hamper, fold pants. Why? I'm debating on finding a good gym or taking Krav Maga. Oh yeah. Either one would be good. So So there's that. Yeah, I'm laughing. So anyway, let me get back to this. I'm looking at the chat now, guys. I wasn't looking at it earlier. I watched Mind Pump my podcast, and they debunked that myth. The myth about what? What myth did they what myth did they debunk? Oh my God. Do I really have to go through this? Hold on a second. Let me see. Aaron, are you on? Well, you probably don't even have your mic checked on. Rest days are just being no movement. No, who said no rest day? Okay. I don't know who this mind pump person is, but when you are working out your body, now I don't know what, hold on, before I even look to see what it looks like. If you're building muscles and you're doing cardio, you need your body to actually recuperate, okay? And you not overtrain. Because if you overtrain, you get a plateau. Now, I never understood, like, if I work out 5 days a week, which is normally, like, when I was bodybuilding, I worked out 6 days a week. I needed that one day to just let my body rest, but I'm not doing any cardio on rest days. Also, no lifting on rest days. Then you ain't doing nothing. No hate, but you ain't doing nothing. You're not working out, so it don't matter what you do. You don't need no rest days because you ain't doing nothing. I love you, you my body, but you are not I don't know what you need a rest day for. There's nothing you're exerting. You're not working out. No, you ain't working out. That is not no working out. I'm sorry. Okay, I understand working out is subjective, but people think that walking around for 30 minutes is working out. That ain't no working out. That's not a workout. Okay, working out, let me tell you what a workout is for most athletes. Okay, and I'm gonna say the overwhelming majority of athletes, okay? Working out is when you have finished, all right? You have soreness, like you have soreness in your muscles. Or actually just soreness, even if you're just a runner, you just have soreness in your body. And that is your body basically with the muscle fibers that you have just basically destroyed, it's rebuilding on its own. Okay. It also, you are burning tons of calories. Hence why the old fashioned remedy to losing weight is burn more out than you put in. So if you're putting more calories in your body than you are burning up, then that's how you gain weight. But if you're burning more calories than you are putting in, that is how you lose weight. And so if you're not putting up somewhat of a stress, somewhat of a sweat, I'm a sweater. If you're not doing any type of resistance training, it's not a workout. Like that's like saying I do yoga. I do an hour of yoga a day. That's not a workout. I do Tai Chi a day. That's not a workout. It's not a workout. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yoga is awesome, but that's not a workout. Tai Chi is awesome. That's not a workout. So yeah, I mean, okay, that's true. That's why I have my fitness pal down to 149 pounds as of today. I have 2 more weeks of lean cutting. I mean, I don't think you're doing it correctly. To me, what you're doing is lazy. If you're not having any kind of cardio, or you're not doing any resistance training, especially if you are a man, if you are an XY chromosome, you need to do resistance training. It is in your DNA. I don't understand this. What's with YouTube threatening me when no, anytime Mr. Milky, anytime you put if I put the chat in subscriber only, it will do that for everybody. It will do that for everywhere. So yeah, you men understand that is how your body is for men. Okay, you are created to pick things up and put them down and lift things up and climb this. That's how you are conditioned. You know what I'm saying? If we are primates, I don't see no primates sitting on their butt looking at the computer all day eating. I'm not saying that's you. I'm not even saying that's me. I'm just saying we were made to constantly keep moving, and we are now in a position of society where the overwhelming majority of human beings are spending more time sitting on their butts than they are working out or doing some kind of training. You all need to get out of that habit of just sitting down and being stationary. Yes, strength training is essential for both genders. Cardio is important for health, strength, and it's important for the body. Again, how I came to understand this could be oversimplifying it. Yeah, that's true. Resistance training is important for women. It is. I guess what I'm saying, Garcia, the reason why I don't talk to women about resistance training, because women are just so fucking lazy. Man, these women, I curse, so they're going to have to. They're just lazy. Because they sit up here and say, I don't want to look like a man. There's no way you can get muscles like a man unless you take testosterone. The only way you can look like a man doing resistance training is if you take some kind of body enhancement drugs. That's the only way. So I just ignore women, and I don't even try to I can't even get women to cook. If I can't get women to cook, I definitely ain't gonna get them into the gym. So listen, I'm picking my battles. I like to see some of y'all try to show me I like to see I don't even think, I think less than half of y'all probably go to a gym or even work out and when I say work out, I'm talking about resistance training with cardio. That's a workout. Like right now, I worked out my arms and my triceps. Right now, my arms are on fire. They're called DOMs, actually. And they're on fire right now. Because of the way I've been lifting them up. And there's that. Yeah, creatine is fine. So, there you have it. But, I just pick my battles. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm just trying to get y'all, because let's be honest, and I've said this before and I'll say this again. The reason I stopped talking about women, now see, I'm vain, so I'm going to go into the gym. I'm unhappy. My entire life was active. I don't know this sitting down and not doing much of anything. That has been most of my adult life, is being active, is being athletic, is working out, playing sports. My body needs to stay active. And not only that though, but like I said, I'm vain. I gotta look a certain way to have what I want, to get what I want. So there's that. But the reason why I don't really push women into the gym or even talk about working out is because when I see men don't really have don't have a standard in reference to a woman's physique. They don't necessarily, depending on most men, I would have to say that over half men are okay with a woman being overweight. And we're talking about 50 pounds overweight. So when I realized that, most men are okay with that, then I stopped talking about it. Cause I'm like, okay, well, all right, then do you ladies, do you, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk about it anymore because like I said, but, men have changed their standards. Women, on the other hand, I don't know what to say about you ladies. I don't know if you changed your standards or you just gave up. I'm not sure. But when I tell you it's easy, it's not hard. You just, I don't, if I wish those who say they're having a hard time come to me, but they know they can't come to me because I'm going to ask the right questions. I'm going to really ask the right questions. I was 50 pounds overweight when I was pregnant. That's pretty good, actually. So there's that. I work in a warehouse. Need I say more? Well, your job sounds like it's you're constantly active, Dark Star. So that's a plus. But a lot of women don't have that type of job that keeps them physically active that way. So there's that. So anyway, what else was I gonna say? So that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. When women say that they can't find relationships, I think that's just by choice. I think that's by choice. And yeah, I mean, if you notice, there's not that like if you notice let's just look at the YouTube world. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the YouTubers who are right wing, or you see YouTubers who are right leaning conservatives. And I have to say right leaning conservatives because we have the centrist people calling themselves conservatives. When you compare those on the right versus those on the left, those on the right are in marriages or they're in monogamous relationships that are leading to marriage, and they're doing pretty well. Okay. But when you look at the ones on the left, these are the people who are having a hard time with relationships, and they switch out men or they switch out women every 3 months. And like I said, in reference to the video I did a week ago of keeping the identity of your man, of your king, hidden. Nobody needs to know their identity. Nobody needs to know who they are. You're just setting up, you know, being on YouTube, you are in front of anonymous people who can be mentally deranged, and you don't want to expose, someone in your life who never signed up for that to these people. So there's that. So, when it comes to people on the left, these are the people who are not happy. These are the people who are miserable. Also, the extremists, you got the extremists on the right and extremists on the left, they ain't happy either. You know what I'm saying? So, one of the things that I notice about unhappy people, a man will get the bonus of my personal choices in waiting to look good and put in hard work of looking after myself. It's part of the standard meeting standards. Can't be a heifer expecting to take chat. True! I know this sounds crazy, but how do you gain weight? My son is 5'9" and 120. He's sick. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let him. He has a high metabolism. Unless you can see the skeletons in his shoulder, in his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And you can count all the rib cage, every rib in his rib cage, in his chest. Let him live his life. You know what I'm saying? People who are that thin are under eating. And so if he's only 16 years old and he's active, it's only going to be so much he's going to gain weight. So there's that. But as far as him being like I said, he's 120 and he's 5'9". Like I said, he's probably just has a high metabolism and still under eating. That's what, because I deal with women that way too, who are like, I want to gain weight, I want to gain weight. And then when I get their entire eating habits, they're not eating. They're not eating at all. So there's that. He is all muscle. He eats a lot, very active. Yeah, well, he's fine then. Okay, so as long as you can't see those skeletons, he's just fine. He has a high metabolism. He's an ectomorph. And so those are type of men who just don't gain weight easily. He has to be careful when he gets in his 30s and his testosterone will start to decline. You want to make sure he doesn't get a pot belly, because you can see skinny men will start to slowly fill out, but they'll get that pot belly. You got to be careful. That's the only thing he has to worry about. He ain't got to ever worry about getting fat. I don't think he has it doesn't sound like he has the genetics to get fat. But if he gets if he gets that stomach, it's gonna be and those and that waist and those love handles, that's gonna be hard. For him to lose. Okay. So there's that. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about, him gaining weight. That's not gonna be a problem. One thing about America, we don't have an underweight problem. I think what it is, and this is a shame, because we're so accustomed to overweight bodies. When we see someone who's just I call it like a Shaka Zulu. No matter what your race is, I'm sure you all seen what Shaka Zulu is. Even though Shaka Zulu was ripped from his neck down to his feet, he was still skinny. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is that if you are muscular and thin, people who are so used to overweight people are like, ooh, you need to eat now. Now y'all seen when I clown an underweight person, it's because I'm seeing a skeleton. I'm seeing a really skinny. Who was the person yeah, that chick who says she what's that actress that got them fake abs? And she said she's non-binary. When I looked, I said, "Woo, girl, you gotta eat." And I can look and tell she got an eating disorder. Yeah, Ellen Page. I was like, girl, you got an eating disorder. She's got an eating disorder. That's all that is. And I was like, nope. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. So I'll make comments on celebrities or YouTubers, and there's not one YouTuber where I've ever commented on them being underweight. But I think Ellen Page is the only one I can think of off the top of my head where I was like, "Whoa, girl, you need to eat." You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Them abs are fake. Those if you are familiar, I see one of the things I love about, coming from the bodybuilding world, we know what natural abs look like. And as a matter of fact, I believe fake abs started to come out in 2009. That's when they started to experiment with fake abs. And it was like, they're too perfect. Abs are never perfect. They just aren't. So when you look at somebody and they just symmetrical and the lines are nice and deep, and the muscles in itself are just even, oh my God, what is that stomach muscle? Any abdominals? You know what I'm saying? That's not what that's not what the human body looks like. That's not what it looks like. So there's that, okay? So I'm like, no, that's not. I saw a Facebook page that had all obese women, but with flat abs. That's called Photoshop, girlfriend. Sure, you're right. That's Photoshop. That's what that's called. That's Photoshop. Now, if you could show me a video of obese women with flat abs, then yeah, holla at me. But in a picture, that's the reason why I don't do Instagram. I mean, I have an account, but I don't use it because it's like you can't tell who's real and who's fake. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking surgery. Unless you see a picture, I gotta see video footage. I never trust pictures. If you show me videos of an obese woman with flat abs, which I have never seen ever. I've never seen that. I never seen that. I've never seen no obese woman with no flat stomach. Never, never, never. So there you go. So it's like, no. Y'all need to stop looking at pictures. Stop taking pictures seriously. Stop taking them. And that's what I'm saying. I don't, because they have those filters that you can look any kind of way you want on Instagram. It's such a toxic place and if anybody has any, which I definitely don't, if anybody has any body image problem, like if you have a complex about your body, it's like you will even have more of a complex looking at those pictures. Okay? So there's that. I think but I just don't like fakeness. I don't. And not only that though, but sliding into my DMs, you know what I'm saying, get you blocked when you talk, you know, and that's why I'm not active on Instagram, because even when people know you there, I got, like, on my Instagram, it says, hold on, I'm gonna read it verbatim. I'm gonna read it verbatim. Hold on a second. Hold on, let me go to it. Let me show you how thirsty people are on Instagram. Now I'm not gonna put these people on blast though, okay? Cause I sure could go put all these men on blast. But hold on. Okay. Cause my Instagram is private, right? I haven't used it in when was the last time I posted on here? It says 54 weeks, August the 18th. Yeah. August the 18th, 2020 is the last time, over a year. Over a year, I haven't used my Instagram in over a year. And so it's private. And in order to view my Instagram, you have to send in a request. So this is what it says on my Instagram. Hardcore right-winger in your face. No longer accepting followers until further notice. Send me an email through my website if I know you personally. I'm going to read that again. Hardcore right-winger in your face. No longer accepting followers until further notice. Send me an email through my website if I know you personally, treeoflogic.com. And when you click on the heart, it says I have over 344 follow requests. And when I click on the follow request, I see Negro, white person, Negro, white person, Negro, white person, Negro, black woman, Negro, American flag, another American flag, Negro, black woman, Asian woman, black woman. Oh, wait, this Asian woman. Hey, girl. Congratulations. I'm going to accept your follow request. Hold on. Let me see if her account is real. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. She could be. Oh yeah, it's real. She got videos of her. Okay. All right. So you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's this is what I'm talking about. I put that up there, and over 90% of the people who are asking for requests are men. Okay? That's what it is. There. What are y'all talking about in my chat? Oh. Wait a minute. Y'all talking about men testicles, really? Anyway. There's that. Yeah. Exactly, sweets. So, hey, Shadow House. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so many thirsty men out there. And it doesn't matter who you put up there. No, it doesn't matter your words. That especially from the concrete jungle, honey. Especially that. They see that you don't want them. They see, oh, she wants me. She's just playing hard again. So that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like these men, and they want to know. That's why I keep telling you, ladies, like, stop listening to these losers. I don't understand what they're talking about. Oh, you hit 30, you hit the wall. Really? Really? I don't see any evidence of that, and neither do the women I know. And they married. But anyway. So you're gonna have a lot of that going on. And so you have to understand what's up, Josie. You're gonna have these type of situations. So now I just realized that people who just, except for men are in a different situation, but women who are single just want to be single, and that's fine. If a woman says she can't find no man, I like to have a one-on-one with her, because she doesn't realize that's her decision. That's her decision. Okay, so there's that. I had an Orthodox Catholic dude tell me that you shouldn't consider having kids after 35. You're essentially damaged goods. I was a late child. I mean, well, first of all, I would claim, can't nobody, first of all, you ladies need to punish men that come and give you unsolicited advice. Y'all too nice. Y'all too nice. Y'all too nice. That's why they do that until they come across a woman like me. When they come across a woman like me, then they leave with their balls in their hands, because they come to you ladies and they give unsolicited advice, and you either just, you don't put them in their place. I would, somebody like that come. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want no kids. Never have, never will. Always been that way. Okay. But if somebody come into, and let me just say this, Chads will never give you unsolicited advice. There's that. Chads will never, ever, ever, ever give you unsolicited advice. Yeah. Well, he sounds sus, but y'all ladies, I'm so saying, y'all let these men talk to you any kind of way? Okay. Sweets, though, hold on a second. Why was you having a conversation with a loser? Why were you having a conversation with a loser, Sweets? Now I'm gonna get on you. I mean, if you're not going to invite homeless men to spend a night at your house, why are you having a conversation with losers? Men who are beneath you. Because sadly, I have come across my many dipshit during my time. You are attracting it. So why are you attracting dipshits? I had, who did I have this? I had the same conversation with that sister. And I said, remember when I had that conversation with that sister? I stopped engaging a while back. Okay, well, if you stopped, then that story is no longer relevant. That's something in your past, unless you're still entertaining losers. Yeah, if it's not worth your time and energy, you should have never brought them up. But apparently, see, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna reveal something to you guys. I'm gonna put a mirror in your face. If he's not worth your time and energy, then why did you waste your time and energy talking about him in my chat? You need to speak and do and act the way you say you are. Because I don't talk about losers in my chat. I don't talk about them. Well, maybe I may mention a loser here or there in reference to the YouTube. And I talk about how I made them like cry or whatever. We talked about that where I had some men who are subscribed to my channel and they are part of the manosphere. And I'm like, why y'all thirsty N-words are on my channel? And then I'll talk about them to just clown them so they can get off my channel. But if these losers are not worth your time and energy, don't waste your time and the energy talking about them. Simply as an example of laughing at about past fuck. No. Your past is your past. Forgive yourself for those past. Don't bring them up though. You know, I would not. I mean, the only way I would have brought that story up is the only way I would have brought a story up like that is like this. I had a guy who claimed to be Orthodox Catholic tell me that I can't have a baby after 35. I took the picture off of his Instagram and I posted it on my Instagram timeline, and I basically critique all of the flaws of why this simp is still an incel at the age of 32. And I would have just basically slayed him on my Instagram to teach him a lesson. Don't you ever come into my DMs giving me unsolicited advice. This is what you call teaching people how to treat you. Is it true that women can cope as hard as men? Absolutely, JP. Absolutely. Cope goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? I heard a cope today. Well, I'm not going to have to learn how to cook because I can afford to buy a maid. I can afford to buy a chef. Therefore, that chef can cook for me and my man. Cope. That's a cope. Or here's another cope. Hey girl. No. Here's another cope. Tree. I haven't heard from my boyfriend in 3 days. And when I send him an email, you know what I'm saying, I send a text, he leaves me on red, you know? But then I was like, well, tell him if he doesn't respond back to you right then and there, and get rid of him. You know what? Then again, I remember he said he's going to be very busy with his family and they're going through some hard times. So, you know what I'm saying, he probably too emotionally distraught to talk to me. Copium. Okay, dumb question. What does cope mean in slang term? Cope means it means saying or believing things that is going to help you deal with the situation instead of facing reality. So it's lies that it's cope is lies that someone tells themselves in order to rationalize the obvious. Like if you no, not gaslighting, just straight up lying. No, not gaslighting, straight up lying. So for example, if you tell a guy, hey man, your girl cheating on you, and then you go, no she not, and then you show video, what I'm saying, of her on her kissing a guy, what I'm saying, in front of her house. He'll be like, oh, that's old. That's one of her old boyfriends. That was before we met. That's cope. Yeah, they go, Skitty. You're in denial. Exactly. So you're just lying to yourself. So when you lie to yourself, you just in straight denial, and you just tell yourself lies to get over, to not deal with the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what coping is. So there's that. So when someone just straight up lie to themselves, that's a cope. Or being delusional, that's a cope. So, and that's a lot. Like here's a cope, like yeah, women hit 30 and you ain't, and don't no man want you. Now don't get me wrong. I believe women should have kids at a very young age. Get it out of the way. But when a woman don't want any kids, and there's lots of us, what wall? You know what I'm saying? If women are still being pursued in high numbers and they're in there, what did that woman, 83 years old, and she's still getting men off of, what was the, Tinder. 83 years old and she's still getting men off her Tinder to bounce chicka wow wow with. Come on, man. 83. 83 years old. So it's just a cope that they say to themselves. So oh, I should have left my phone in here. As long as they got boob and a vagina, they can get men. True, Popo Girl. Oh, Popo Girl, thank you so much for going after that idiot talking about something. I saw amazing lookies and he. You know what? This is what I'm talking about, men. These masochistic men going to someone's channel and watching it just so they can get upset and then cry to me. Why? Why would you do that? As if I care. And I ignored them. You know what I'm saying? When he said that, I just ignored him because I was like, stupid. Because see, here's the deal. Because the channel is still growing, I'm being very selective of who I respond to. You know what I'm saying? And when I see people like that saying something very dumb, I'll just ignore it until one of the taters come after him. So now when I see you all come, then I jump on it because when you said Tree doesn't watch The Amazing Lucas, so why would you even come here? And, when you said that, I came in here and that's what I came in there with my fire. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you guys don't do your research. Plus, I told you how I hate centrists. And it's always centrists who are coming to my channel complaining to me about other centrists. I hate that. I freaking hate that. I had to get my tube tied. Sun Dorman is somebody on my YouTube page. I had to get my tubes tied because who knows how many kids my husband would have impregnated me. How many kids do you have, Dorothy? And that's another reason I get frustrated, because when you, like, seriously, real talk, I think that's people don't understand how whoa, okay, yeah, you got that right. You got 4 kids. Alrighty then. Alrighty. But yeah. The thing about it is that you know, when you're a YouTuber and you see so many stupid comments, you lose patience for that after a while. But I've learned, okay, Tree, you're going to have to do a new strategy this time, because now I got to get my YouTube channel back into the algorithm, because not posting for 7 days have taken it out of the algorithm. Okay. I forget Lucas even exists until say, me too, me too. I'm like, why are you watching him? Like, why are you watching him? Now, don't get me wrong. I could see if they were YouTubers who were watching his content to make a response video out of it, but these ain't even YouTubers. These are nobodies. These are just straight up, these are just regular old people who just happens to watch YouTube channels. And I'm like, why are you watching this if you're not a content creator? Because don't get me wrong, I go to Miss Kai Kalinsky's channel every now and then and see what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with TYT. I just don't have the stomach for that. Who do I hate watch? I don't have time to hate watch now, actually. But who did I used to hate watch? Hold on. There is somebody I used to hate watch. Who was it? Who did I used to hate watch? Oh my God, it's been that long. No, I haven't had time to, no, it wasn't David Pakman. And I haven't watched him in a long time. Who did I used to hate watch? No, I don't hate watch Jesse Lee at all. It was just that video was given to me where he was talking about women acting like men if they climax. There you go. Tim Pool. McIntosh, that's what it was. Tim Pool. I was hate watching Tim Pool. That's what it was. Thank you for reminding me. That's who I used to hate watch. And I stopped a long time ago. I knew it was somebody. I know it's somebody. I can't remember who I used to. Yeah. I used to hate watch Tim Pool. I don't do it anymore because I just don't. I think I stopped watching him, hate watching him before the elections. Before the elections, I just had enough of it. And then I did there we go. Before the elections, I stopped hate watching him. I did my last video on him lying about the Civil War. And of course, once again, Tree of Logic was right. There was no Civil War. There was no Civil War, just like I said it wasn't. And then the fool sitting here selling you guys this. Oh, how come nobody could see through that? He scares his audience into buying prepared meals for the Armageddon, whatever. What was that? He was selling those drums of prepared food. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, y'all don't see this hustle. I was like, look, here's the thing. He was like, okay, guys, we don't know what's going to come up, and I think he got clowned so bad he stopped selling it because he would get on his channel and he was talking about the Civil War coming. I know everybody keeps talking about, oh, Tim, you don't know what you're talking about with the Civil War, but I'm telling you, man, it's competent. I just feel it. I've seen this before. You know, the streets are they're just gonna start, Antifa and everybody's just gonna start taking over the streets, and then next thing you know, they're just gonna come over and they're just gonna take over, and they were just, He was just going fear mongering, fear mongering, fear mongering. And then he went right into his commercial of, oh, by the way, we're in these times right now, you need to be prepared because we don't know if food shortages are going to come up, blah, 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 blah. And then he had that thing of where you go buy $100 and something for 3 months of prepared packaged meals. I was like, oh my God. I said, no, and that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm so done. I am so done. I am so done. I'm like, I can't help it. And do you know, there's a reason why there's a thing called 85 percenters, 5 percenters, and 10 percenters. Okay? Because the overwhelming majority are just sheep. I love making my juice. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. And the thing about it is that and don't get me wrong, I'm all for preparing, but you can, for that amount of money that he was having that company sell that stuff to you, you could buy a year's worth of food, maybe even more, maybe 2 years worth of food versus that a 3-month package that he was setting y'all up for. Dude, I swear, these people. Oh, I got my generator. My generator's in. My solar power generator's in. Everything's in. I haven't had a time to take it out of the box though. Anyhow, so there's that. And anyway, let me finish up. I got so off track. So let me finish talking more stuff because, you know, women are not asking me any kind of questions and everything like that. And, you know, a part of me just think like maybe I just stop doing the live streams and just do a video. Like, these are the duties of what women should do, you know, for their king, for their traditional husband or traditional in a relationship, if they're in a traditional relationship. Yeah, I got the Jackery. It's the one of the most powerful one. I think it's the 1000. It's the one. It's still in the box in my living room. So I haven't taken out the box. The solar panels I got too. That's still in the box. I haven't taken anything out. Like they gave it to they shipped it so quick, and I'm so glad I was here when they shipped it. I was like, dude, they should at least told me they was gonna be shipping it that soon. Like, I got it within 2 days. So yeah. YouTube did real well for me. What's up there, Unique Laura? So anyway, so you have that. And then you also have the fact, like, you have to see, like, when you are with and maybe nobody's in here. Dorothy, I think Dorothy is the only one in here married. Is anybody else married in here besides Dorothy? I think Dorothy is the only one married in here. Oh, Son Dorman said, oh, sure, you're right. Oh my gosh, sure, you're right. How did I forget you're married too? Girl, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, you got two of you. You out of all people I should know is still married. Is married. Oh, I'm gonna miss the questions and the clowning. Don't worry, they'll be here for Sunday. They'll allow that Sunday ain't going nowhere. Sunday is nice and is in there. You know, but I mean, the thing about it is that, oh God, I think I have a traditional women's question. Absolutely, I got time. I'm glad somebody's asking me. So, but let me see. Until sure you're right. And ask her question. So I guess when you go over to your king's house, it's easy for women. I'm not saying redecorate his house either. Don't make his house your house, okay? Until you two decide to live together, you know what I'm saying? Leave his house his house. I was in the Jehovah Witness, excuse me. I was in the Jehovah Witnesses ages 19 through 28. They say women do whatever their husbands tell them to do unless it went against God. Like if he told her to steal something, is that too you can how should I put this? I never take Jehovah Witnesses, Mormon, Islamic, and even, let me just say, I don't take religious dictatorship seriously. Because with what you just said, I'm gonna just show you how that proves to me that Jehovah Witnesses are just, no offense to anybody who's a Jehovah Witness, but it's just crap. Where you said they say women do whatever their husbands tell them to do unless it went against God. Like told him to steal something. Is that true? Isn't stealing against God? See, that's why I say I can't. I mean, if your husband told you to steal, God said don't steal. So why the hell would he tell you to steal? Is stealing not against God? You know, that's why I can't, when people say, well, the religious, I tune out after that. What is the right thing? Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. So, I mean, if you have a real good man in your life, he would have never asked you to do something crazy in the first place. Dorothy just took it out of my mouth. My husband would never ask me to do something that I am not come. Thank you, Dorothy. Exact. See, she took my words. She took my words. She took my words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can disobey if he tells her to steal. But a real man would never tell you to do something belittling or against the law. I mean, if he feels that something needs to be stolen, he should steal it. He's the man. Why would he do it? Why would he ask a woman to do it unless he's a coward? Unless he's a coward. That's that. So y'all need to stop listening to sorry, Tree, but great minds. That's true. I was going to say something like, a real man would never tell you to do anything demeaning like that. Never. Insecure men. I wish you ladies had my experience. Not with my daddy, though. Watch all them women he done went through. But I wish upon all of you, except for the women who are married, because they already got their type of man. But when you never lower yourself to date boys pretending to be men, you see what I'm saying? Like, as an alpha woman, you have to be careful who you give your power to. And I've told you the reason why I never have any horror stories about any of my past relationships. You'll hear me not say anything bad about their character. You'll never hear me say, oh, he cheated on me, or he beat me, or, he abandoned me. No, I don't have those type of stories. I just don't. Because I don't track those type of men. But you have to treat yourself that way first before anyone else treat you like that. Same thing for the guys. You guys want a woman to treat you well? How are you treating yourself? If you're treating yourself like doo-doo, guess what? You're going to attract the same in a woman. The same thing with women. When you treat yourself well, you treat yourself at a certain, you make sure you don't put up with certain standards. These people are not in your radar. And if they are in your radar, you need to check yourself. You need to sit up here and say, what's going on with my mindset that I attracted this bozo? Because it's a reflection of you. Okay? But a lot of men in patriarchal religions don't think like that. Insecure men get in patriarchal religion. Insecure men, whether they are atheists or they are religious, are everywhere. It's not, I wouldn't even call it patriarchal religion, because all religion except for paganism are patriarchal. And that's just the truth. I'm just being honest. They're all patriarchal except for Taoism and paganism and Hinduism. But everything else is very patriarchal. And that's fine. I'm not against patriarchal religion. It's just that it's not the religion. It's the man who you unite with in such religion. Appreciate that even though you're not Christian, you can tell Jehovah's Witnesses apart from Christianity and see them as dictators. Some put even Christian on the same. Well, I grew up Christian. That's why when we was having sermons last week and people were saying the Bible says it's okay to divorce, I'm like, the lies you tell. You know, see, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you something. Before I left Christianity, I actually studied the Bible, because it was that's why I say nobody can do a 180 overnight. You can't sit up here and be thinking liberal and all of a sudden tomorrow you're a conservative. That's just BS. That's why I call all these grifters out. Because that just don't happen. And people who are Christian, you know what I'm saying? If somebody shows you something that will shake your faith, you do everything. You pray more, you go to Bible study more, you study the Bible, you ask questions and questions and questions. And what happens is this. This is how pastors or people of faith lose those who are seeking answers. When you brush it off and say, don't listen to these people, they're the devil. Don't question the Lord. Don't do any of that. See, that doesn't, for somebody with my intelligence, that don't suit well with me. If I come to you with a sincere question that I'm being challenged to by somebody who's not a Christian and I don't have the answers, the thing about it is that these pastors are supposed to be in a position where they have answers to these questions. I took my comment down because it goes too deep, especially when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses. My whole family been witnesses since the early 70s. Okay. I mean, it's no big deal. I think, see, the thing about, here's my biggest question. Like, when Jehovah's Witnesses used to come to my door, they don't come into my door anymore. But I say, you know, your Bible says, or your book, your religious book says, only 144,000 people can get into heaven. Aren't there millions upon millions of Jehovah's Witnesses? And they'll go, yes. I say, wouldn't it be best that y'all stop recruiting? So, like, because some of y'all not going to go to heaven according to your biblical teaching. You know what I mean? So that just messed them up right then and there. Tree, would you be willing to have a private discussion regarding relationships with me only because airing my full Well, I didn't, you sweet, you said you don't want to be in a relationship. You said you was going to be a Spencer. And I'm not putting you on blast. This is what you typed. You typed that in the chat. You typed that in the chat. You was like, I'm okay with being a Spencer. That's what you said, sweets. This is why I don't mess with religion anymore, because I heard two questions, everything, too many just can't be bothered to answer. And that's how they lose them, Tommy. That's how people leave religion like I did. Okay. Now, I'm coming back to Christianity for the community, and I think I probably, if I study the Bible, I think I probably could do a better way of defending it. Provided that if I don't know, to be honest, I think I could live like a Christian than actually believe like a Christian in my heart. I'm just being honest, because as of right now, I'm I'm doing better as a heathen than most Christians. I'm living a life, more of a Christian life, that as most Christian women. So there's that. So I think I can be, I'm as of right now, I am living a good Christian life, except for the fact that I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? And so I like the community. I can be part of that community, but it is what it is. Except for that the Old Testament, the Hebrew. Okay. I came to accept it's likely I'll end up a Spencer under these circumstances. That doesn't change that I have also said that comes down to, are you part of our Discord, sweets? I came to accept it's likely I'll end up a Spencer under these circumstances. That doesn't change that I have also said that this comes down to it seeing my chances are low to have standards met. Um Standards met. Do you It doesn't mean I like the idea. But you just spoke it in existence. Tree, do you want to be in a relationship? Oh my God, Kay Lane. This is what happened when you come to class late. Kay Lane was not here last week, and I'm about to clown you, Kay Lane. You weren't here last week, and then you came to my live stream late today, and you're asking this question to me. Are you serious? Are you serious? I joined for the wrong reasons. My son's father's side of the family kind of I joined for the wrong reasons. My son's father's side of the family. My son's father's side of the family. My son's father's side of the Your ex-husband's family? My son's father's side of the family. How did your ex-husband's side of the family pressure you into doing something to show you're right? You don't have to believe in God or holy teachings to be a decent human being, but it gives you a peace of mind. Live like, yeah, exactly. That's true, Randall. That's true. Um, Oh man, I've been trying not to get inverted. Yeah, you got one today, Katie Lane, coming in here asking silly questions that not only that, hold on, not only did I dedicate last Friday's stream to, but I also talked about it the first 30 minutes of this stream. Y'all Watusi, y'all bust up into my stream all late. Christianity should always be about community. Some think of it as something political or administrative. I never think of it as political. There's a lot of libtards who are Christians. But it is a good community depending upon where you live at. The Bible teaches we're all siblings on the same level. You can learn from religious scriptures even if you aren't of the religion. Parables exist for a reason, true. Um, well, Sweets, Sweets, are you part of my all win? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. I don't think. If you want to, uh, I suggest you send me an email so you can be part of the women's Discord that I have. I'm not really active in it at the moment because I'm very busy, but there's a lot of women in there that are active. We've been gossiping in there. Well, I think that drama's over with. So there's nothing to gossip about now. we were we were gossiping about the fresh and fraud thing and them getting exposed. It was great. I'll send you email. Okay, great. Not the all women one. The one. No, that's the one I invited you to is my political one. Anybody can come to that one. I have three Discord servers. I have three Discords. And one of them I just sent an invite if anybody want to talk to me. But the reason why I'm suggesting that the female, because talking to me one on one off stream is going to be very rare. I'm extremely busy. I was a teenager. Yes, I was a teen mom. I was in a foster home. It was a very dark time of my life. Okay, but are you still Jehovah Witness? But here's the thing, Sweets. When women type into the chat any problems that they have, and I see it, I will give my opinion. But a lot of women don't like my opinion because it basically doesn't co-sign their their drama. No, I got out when I was 28. Oh, okay. All right, good. So, no. But yeah, like a lot. Let me tell you something. And this is something with women, period. I would have to say men too. I would have to say this goes with men and women. You know, people just don't, people want to hear what makes them feel good. And if you're not used to being told things that don't make you feel good, you're not going to want to gravitate to people who are going to keep it real with you. That's why I can count my friends on one hand. um, Even if we may not agree 100% on everything, I don't see you as someone who cannot give good input. I give very good input. People just don't like it. Cause I'm rarely wrong. I'm rarely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I have good insight. A good insight on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You make the ones who stick with you sound like masochists. No. They just stopped asking me questions, Sun Dormant. They stop asking questions and they stop sharing. They stop sharing that part of their life because they don't want to be faced with reality. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be held accountable. And don't worry, everybody has their progress or whatever. It's no judgment from me. I mean, at all. But I recognize what's going on. You know, my mentor, like I said, once a month, I talk with my mentor. You think she's telling me what I want to hear? Absolutely not. She called me out every time. But because I aim to be better than who I was yesterday, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I want to improve myself. I want to be better. And it's best that somebody who cares about you and who's a straight shooter, you know what I'm saying, give it to you like it is, you know, straight with no chaser. You know, I am not your average woman. Most women can't handle being told the truth, the hard truth with no sugar on it. They need some sugar on it. They need some chocolate, sprinkles and whipped cream and a nice cherry on that. That's how they like their truths. drowned up with a bunch of nonsense. I don't do that. I can't do it because you know what? It's not done to me and I don't want it done to me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want it. So there's that. So, you know, people who have problems being told the truth and want to stay in their delusion, keep delusional people or people that will tell them delusional things in their lives. That's how they live their life. I don't live my life like that. I don't. Because, you know, for example, and you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You have someone who is around you and they just ate a kale salad or maybe even a spinach salad. And they got some spinach, a little piece of spinach leaf tucked in between their teeth. And they're just in a good mood. They happy, they laughing, but you still see that piece of leaf in their teeth. I'm the type of person like this. Hey girl, go like this. You got some lettuce or something like that, some spinach or something in your teeth. And they'll go, oh my God. And they'll go and they'll look in the mirror or they'll go to the bathroom and they'll pick it out. You have so many people that will let that person keep that lettuce in between their teeth. Won't even tell them. Won't even bother to tell them. Those are the type of people I don't want around me. And I never had those type of people around me. And I remember, oh my gosh, I remember in college, this is a true story. There was a group of us, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I had on some yellow skin tight pants, right? I don't know. I was in college, so I did a lot of stupid stuff. Anyway, I was on my monthly and the pad could be seen through those pants. Like it looked like something was stuck in my butt. You know what I'm saying? The way the pad was positioned, right? And I didn't recognize this until my other friend pulled me to the side and said, Tree, here, wrap this around you and go to the bathroom and change because I can see your pad through your pants. And then I was so horrified, right? And I did, and I turned around, I took my sweater off of my waist, and I turned around, and sure enough, I could see it. And I adjusted it, and I just took it all off, and I just used toilet paper, and I put it up in there, and that came one out. And I was just, you could just tell on my face, I was like thinking about how many people were behind me laughing, how many people were behind me looking at that. And then the girl's like, oh, I'm so glad somebody finally told you. Her name is Cynthia. I'll never forget that heifer's name. I said, you knew that was happening? She's like, yeah, but I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want you to make me feel bad. Let me tell you something. I got up in that girl's face so bad. I was contemplating jail that moment when I cussed her out. I was like, how dare you let me walk around like that? The more she backed up, the more I kept getting her face. And I said, as of the day you're dead to me, don't you ever speak to me ever in your life ever again. I said, I'm your enemy. I said, how could you sit up here and call me a friend and you let me walk around like that? And she ended up transferring to another school the next day. But she wasn't really a good person anyway. So anyway, but that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. The girl who pulled me to the side, because she just happened to be, either she heard people laughing or she probably just was back there looking and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And she pulled me, like I say, pull me to the side. Tree, take your sweater. Take that and wrap it around your waist. I can see your pad. I can see your pad. I can see your pad. And I was like, oh no, it was so embarrassing. And I would, and you go into an all black school, you know how black folks are, right? They'll laugh at you and not tell you why they're laughing. So there's that. So that's what I'm saying. I don't like such people who will never tell you something's wrong, something's about you. Hey, this is showing that's happening to you, blah, blah, blah. Because they're afraid of either hurting your feelings or they just don't want to be embarrassed for you, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And so I don't treat people that way. I never have, though. I never was the type of person to see somebody, so if I remember even as a little girl, okay? Even as a little girl, one of the streetwalkers had her wig on backwards. And I came up to her and said, something wrong with your wig. Even then. And she looked in the reflection in the window of the door and she fixed her wig and everything like that. And it would look so much better. But then, even then, I never let people, I let people know something is off. You know what I'm saying? Even as a little girl, I didn't have any tact, but at least I told her something, hey, fix your wig. But I said it in a little 9-year-old girl way, like something wrong with your wig. Oh, the hood stories. Got so many of them. So there's that. But anyway, yeah. I told a girl she had blood on her pants and she cussed me out talking about I was looking at her, but honey, you dealing, that's what you call ratchet. That's ratchet people. Is it ratchet? That's what ratchet women do. So glad I don't have those type of women. Where's my water? Oh man. Well, I got 20 more minutes. I done drunk all my juice. That's the thing. I drank all my juice that I made and now I don't have my water, but we only got like 19 more minutes and then I gotta go. Oh, let me tell you what I gotta do today. I gotta see if there's a video I can make for tomorrow, but I also gotta make the setup for Sticks when he comes in tomorrow. Then I gotta go to bed because we gotta get up early in the morning because he's on European time. He's 6 hours, I think, ahead of us. So his afternoon is going to be our morning. So I'm going to have to send reminders to BJ, reminders to Sticks. Also, I need to give him my Discord too to let him know if he has any problems to come and to hit me on Discord. I don't even know if he has a Discord. I don't know if he has a Discord or not. So there's that. So anywho, there's that. So in conclusion, when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to relationships and you are doing traditional duties and things like that for your king who's also a traditionalist, you have to, like I said, when you come into his home, don't girly up his home because it's still his home. But look around and I could tell you automatically, first thing that needs to be done is the dishes. Every time. Every freaking time. The dishes have to be done. And if there's clothes on the floor, pick that up. Be tidy. But you have to be tidy in your own home. Like after I do the interview with Sticks, I'm gonna probably set that video to be edited. Then while it's rendering, I'm gonna start tidying up this room. There's a lot of stuff I got to do to this room. So there's that. And I'm going to prepare to go to the gym, then go to the gym, and then of course my weekend is taken up. But if you, in order to be that in somebody else's life, you have to be that to yourself. And it's always going to be you doing yourself right before you could do anyone else right. So that's why I don't deal with certain men, because I can look at them if they don't treat themselves well. And I'm not talking about the flexing and the facade of a car or a house or bling or whatever. I can just tell a lot about a person just by their character, just by actually, even when you go into a man's house, you can tell a lot about him, a lot. And if he's really good at reading, which many of them are not, they can come in your house and tell a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? They can tell a lot what's going on. So, when you come into a man's house, there's always something that needs a woman's touch. And so these are the things, like, your goal is to be missed. Your goal is that if he's an asset in your life, and vice versa, you're an asset in his life. Random question. Do you have any tales about your police officer days which involves animals, like police dogs or call-ins about predator attack? No, only one police, because I never was a canine officer. I think the only police police dog story, and it's just this one where this guy had shot one of our police brothers. He lived, by the way, but he got shot in the liver. He didn't have his vest on either. And when the dog caught up with him, and we heard him screaming like, get that dog off of him. And when we finally saw, should I continue saying this story? Hold on, let me think about it. Okay. On TV, the police officers finally came to where the canine was chewing up his leg, and he was begging and pleading to get the dog off, and they all just stood there and cheered the dog on. And then, then they got the dog off. Now that may not have been funny to y'all, but I must say this, so that shit was hilarious. Like, get it, chew it up. That's a good boy. Oh God. Whew. Yeah, good doggo. Good doggo. Don't want to have a police dog attack you. Don't shoot a police officer. That's the thing. He ambushed them, so you just came out of nowhere and caught. He was a corporal too, so he was one of the squad commanders, and he had a chance to pull out his weapon to get him. And so he ran into the woods. That was the dumb move. And so the K9 unit came. He got the K9, chased after him, and got him. And by the time we got there, we were just sitting there like, get him, fight. Let's say, for instance, the dog is like, get him, fight, get him. The more you egg the dog on, the deeper it's like, stop it, I'm so sorry. I shot him. You sorry you shot a police officer. Really? You just came up and you just shot him, dude. So I'm saying, I don't have no I don't have mercy on evil people. I just don't. And I told you guys. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then I'm gonna sign off. When you gotta go on my other channel, cause I'm gonna tell you something. This blue line flag, it triggers people on the, I can't say the right, because these are nothing but libertarians. These are nothing libertarians or ANCAPs, or actually just criminal-minded. No, they are criminal-minded libertarians. Okay. When you have to come out of your way to tell me that you don't trust the police, you're letting me know that I shouldn't trust you either. So I just block them. I just immediately block them. I don't even go and argue. I stopped that months ago. That whole, oh, you don't like the police, you don't like me. Block. I don't even, talk back to them at all. Now, people are telling me to fix my flag, but that's because they don't know I got that flag like that on purpose to hide the ink spot. As a matter of fact, my new blue line flag should be coming in the mail next week. Do the dogs stop attacking immediately upon command? Yes. No, you have to. I don't understand. Like, we have watched many canine videos where the police tell the dog to let go, and the dog don't let go. I never seen that before. Every dog. Now maybe they've been. I don't know what. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you what's changed. But and I only knew 3. Okay, I only knew 3 canine units. But when they came up and they just yanked the collar twice and go, like, say for instance, just call him Frido, ouse, he'll stop. They immediately let go. Okay? Like that guy that commented on your Odyssey channel. Did you see that comment? I think I blocked him. Yeah, I saw it. If he probably is not there anymore. Now, the thing about it is, I do hate that when you block them on Odyssey, their comment go away. Now, if you still can see his comment, let me see. Do you know what video that was? No, I can't see the comment. Unfortunately, I don't like that feature, but it is what it is. When somebody came up here and said, I don't like the police, whatever, well, get the hell off my page. What you doing here? What you doing? What are you doing here? It's like saying, I don't like black people. Why are you on my page? Do you understand this? Do you understand this? If I see somebody with a pride flag, right? Okay? If I see somebody with a pride flag, I would never go to their channel, comment on their channel and say, I don't like Transformers. I would never do that because I don't care. I don't care. But if you care enough to tell me you don't like cops, then guess what? I care enough to block you. And I'll do that on Odyssey, just as, like I said, I forgot that happened on Odyssey. Show did happen on Odyssey. Somebody, and I hated it because when I blocked him, the comment went away. And I was like, oh man. So that's a feature I just learned. I did make a Rumble. I don't think I'm gonna be that active on it, but I did. Well, I will. I'll upload I will upload a highlight. I will upload the Tree of Logic, excuse me, the Bear and Tree Show highlights on the Rumble one. I don't see, and also maybe promote my website, but I don't see me uploading content religiously on Rumble. Okay, but Lord, I love watching Alex Jones on Rumble. Something about band video, something about his band.video page, it just don't work on my devices. It only works on my no, I don't like Rumble. I don't see the purpose of Rumble. I don't like what? Like they got the same TOS rules as YouTube, but you can make money on YouTube unless you if your videos are not monetized on Rumble, you can't make no money on there. That's weird. The comment is gone, but it still says yeah. Okay, thank you for saying that, Sun Dormant. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I blocked him, and the comment went away. I didn't want the comment to go away. I just want him to never comment on my comment section no more. I didn't want the comment to go away, so the comment went away. It just disappeared, and I was like, oh, that's a bad shit. Oh well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I like Odyssey. You know, Odyssey takes all my video. The reason I love Odyssey, I ain't got to do nothing. I upload a video, Odyssey gets it an hour later. You know what I'm saying? Easy, well, maybe 2 hours later. Every video I upload, Odyssey gets the video as well. I ain't got to do nothing. But with Rumble, you got to upload a different video. You got to upload a video up to Rumble and then, you know. So I will always join a platform where I ain't got to do little to nothing. So there's that. So so the other girl didn't tell you because she was afraid of what you. Poor Unique Laura. Unique Laura is so behind, y'all. She's like when did I tell that story? That story was told 15 minutes later. So Unique Laura, you need to catch up. I don't know. Darkstar does that a lot too. Go and listen put the video on pause. Okay, and look at her comment. She's so late. She's 15 minutes behind the conversation. See, this is what happens when they put the video on pause, and then when they play it, they picking up where they left off, and we are already on something else. You know what I'm saying? We are already on another page. So there's that. Do you see any at the Atheism Unstoppable or Stephen? I never watched Stephen Molyneux. I never watched them. They're not on YouTube anymore. If they're on Rumble, I doubt very seriously they do anything on Rumble. I've never watched Stephen Molyneux's content. I don't like his content. Yeah, you Darkstar and Unique Laura. Yeah, Darkstar used to do that. I like, hey Darkstar, catch up. Stop doing that. Now Unique Laura is behind. So about time I log off, she still be catching up to this part where I'm talking about her. She's not even aware we're talking about her. Cause she paused the daggone video. So there's that. So Unique Laura, you need to catch up. Okay? Daggone. Anyway, no, it's need time for me to get off. All right there, taters. Unique Laura Tree got mad at her and told her that they'd be enemies forever. Oh yeah, she's spoiling it for her. Sun Dormant is giving her spoilers. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! You guys are so funny sometimes, I swear. All right, guys. So listen, I will see you all on my political channel. I think Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll let you know if I stop doing these live streams and just do videos only. just basically teaching the basics and stuff like that. So there's that. All right, look at that shit. Yeah, I know that. I'm just trying to understand why she didn't say, well, you are late, Unique Laura. Catch up! Catch up! I swear these women just all late to the party. All right, guys. I will see you all Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. on my political channel. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good. And I'll see you later. Bye.